What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the GameFreak. Today, we are going to talk about one of my favorite game series of all time, and I picked out three of the games from this series that really stuck out to me personally. Now, this is all unscripted, so if I stutter a little bit, it's just because I didn't have anything in mind when I put this video together. I just was playing these games and they all came back to me, man. I was like, man, I really love this series. And the series I'm talking about is Metroid. And you know, I was just I kind of got out of the whole Metroid scene when I think it was Prime came out because I'm not a fan of first person shooter games. And to me personally, I just don't think that Metroid was meant to be a first person shooter. I know a lot of people will disagree with me with that because I know Prime did well. I mean, a lot of people love that game, but just not for me personally. I looked at Metroid as a side scrolling action adventure game. That's just the way I've always seen it. Probably because I was introduced to Metroid in 1986 when it came out on the original NES, and it immediately became my favorite game of all time at the time. I'll get into that a little bit later. But I am going to talk about three Metroid games here. And the first one, obviously, that I am going to talk about is the OG, man, the original Metroid for the NES. Now, Metroid on the NES was my favorite game of all time for 32 years. To me, it was a perfect action adventure game and still amazes me that many of us were able to complete the game without tools like the internet. While everyone was getting gushy over Zelda, Metroid had my attention. It had perfect gameplay, a gigantic world to explore for its time, and an amazing surprise ending. This game wasn't dethroned as my favorite until Red Dead Redemption 2 was released in 2018, but that's another story. So yes, even after all of the technology after the original NES, this game right here, the original Metroid on the NES, it was the king of games for me. Even though, I loved so many other games after this on more modern consoles, it wasn't dethroned until Red Dead 2 came out. And I still have not played a better game than Red Dead 2, but this game was absolutely unbelievable for me. So, after this, I still continued to play Metroid games because, I ended up getting a Game Boy, the original Game Boy, so I got Metroid 2 for that. Pretty cool game. I did enjoy that, or I did enjoy that a lot. I also ended up playing Super Metroid at one of my buddy's house because he had a Super Nintendo. I never owned a Super Nintendo. I went straight to Sega Genesis after the NES was coming to the end of its life, and I just didn't get the Super Nintendo. Went straight to Sega Genesis. But I do plan on getting a Super Nintendo soon because, that system has so many great games on it. I can't wait to start collecting some SNES games. So, like decades pretty much passed before I started playing Metroid again. And that's when the Switch came out. And I don't really play the Switch that much, but I ended up seeing this game, Metroid Dread. And I got to the party late on this. So let me tell you a little bit about Metroid Dread. Metroid Dread on the Switch was a late pickup for me, mainly because I really don't play my Switch that much. I am glad I picked up this game though. It brought back that classic side-scrolling Metroid that I love. Of course, it was also modernized that gave Samus new abilities. It was a breath of fresh air since I just couldn't get into Metroid Prime since it was played in first person. To me personally, Metroid was always meant to be a side-scrolling adventure. So it's okay if you disagree with me on that, because I know a lot of people loved Metroid Prime. It's a preference thing, man. I can't do the first person shooters. I get migraines from them. So it was just a big turnoff for me. I did try it, but yeah, migraine instantly. So Metroid Dread was definitely a breath of fresh air for me, man. I was glad to have my style of Metroid game back. But the final Metroid game that I want to talk about is the one that I was the latest to the party for. And, I was so late, the beer was gone when I got there. It was just gone. Everything was gone. And I watched some gameplay on this game and I was like, man, I need to find this. And I ended up finding it. And it is for the 3DS, actually. And it is Metroid Samus Returns. Unbelievable game. Let me tell you a little bit about Metroid Samus Returns. Samus Returns for the 3DS was an extremely late buy for me. I picked it up at the Torrid Gaming Convention in the summer of 2024. This game is amazing. I honestly can't believe this game isn't talked about more often. This is basically a remake of the 1991 Game Boy game Metroid 2. The graphics, visuals, and gameplay of this 2017 gem are pretty impressive. I personally think that this is real close to being the best Metroid game ever made. So there you have it. The 3 Metroid games that I think are the big standouts in the Metroid series. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I'm sure we're not all going to agree on this. I know a lot of people love Prime, but these are the 3 that really stood out to me. This is the one that really shocked me when I bought this game. I just thought it looked really cool, and then after I played it and completed it, I was just amazed. I'm not real sure if it's my favorite or if it's still the first one. I'm kind of on the fence there. I like them both really that much. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out this channel a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And also, don't forget, I'm on a mission, a battle to hit 2K subs before 2026. Now, we already have an amazing community here on the GameFreak, but why not add to it? The more people that are in this community to talk about what we all enjoy, in this case video games, the more fun it will be. Plus, we get to meet more people who love gaming like all of us. So feel free to share any of my videos on any platform you wish to help get the word out. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody to hop on over and subscribe to the GameFreak. I appreciate all of my subscribers for the continuous support. Yes, that is my mission. However, the GameFreak channel is not a selfish channel. So if you are a content creator, don't forget to type in the word content in the comment section. That's all you have to do. Type in the word content in the comment section. We have something on this channel that I like to call the GameFreak Army, and what we do is if we see that word content in the comment section, we will go to your channel and we will subscribe to you. It doesn't matter if you're a gaming channel or not, any kind of channel. Just type in content in the comments section. That's what we like to do, man. Help each other out, help each other's channels grow. Maybe you're trying to hit that 1,000 sub milestone, or even if you have more than 1,000 subs, still feel free to type in content in the comment section. We will still go to your page and we will subscribe to you, because that's what we do, man. We want to help each other out, help each other's channels grow. This isn't a popularity contest. No one's trying to be king of YouTube or anything like that. We just want to help each other grow and be successful on YouTube. So feel free to type in that word content in the comment section. And once again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. And until the next one, game on, everybody.